Have you ever gotten upset with someone because they didn't support your goal? Hello wonderful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Jane Jogu here, and I'm super excited to have you listen to me today. Before we dive into that, if it's your first time here, my name is Jane. I am a certified mindset and leadership coach. I work with women leaders balancing motherhood, career and life, helping them transition from point A to point B. They don't have to walk alone because I am here, and if you're one of those, I am here for you. I'm also a published author for the book titled Invite Only, Re-author the Stories You Tell Yourself, a book that reminds us that mindset shift is quite powerful. So if you don't have that, grab one, link in the bio. So today's topic is quite personal, and it comes from a place of experience, something that happened 2 days ago. So when I was doing the media review, which was in June, and also my daughter turned 1 year in June, I came to a very big realization and was like, oh my God, there's one place in my life that I think I've been avoiding to take care of my fitness goals, or rather I've been making excuses like I have so many responsibilities, I have so much to do, and that made me not take care of my fitness goals. I have my vision board, my fitness goal is there, and you know, if you're a mom, I'm sure you've said this before, when you're pregnant and then you give birth, you're like, you know what, I'm going to lose this weight that I've gained in the next 1 year. And to my shock, 1 year came, I was still in the same spot I was after giving birth. I hadn't moved even a kg down, and that was a painful realization, to be honest. And so I started asking myself what is happening, and then I realized, I wrote things down. I realized I was making a lot of excuses, without me realizing I'm too busy, I don't have time, between taking care of my baby, taking care of my husband, taking care of the house, taking care of the business. I have no time. And that goes back to me, the way I always tell people self-care is important. I hadn't realized that me taking care of my fitness goals, that is also part of self-care. So I was like, oh my God, I need to get into action. So I started devising ways I can do that. The current season I'm in, I don't have the capacity to go to the gym because I'm taking care of my baby. We don't have a nanny. And so I started asking myself, what else can I do? I was like, you can go for a run. But then my husband works longer hours, so he's not able to be here on time for me to go for a run. And again, UAE, it is so humid that when you step out, oh my God, even the sun, the heat is better than the humidity that we have right now. So even going for a run again was not something that I could sustain for a long time. So I started doing home workouts. At least in the evening, I can slate out like 30 minutes. When my husband comes back home, there's bond with the baby as I do my evening workouts. So far so good. Since June 30, I have maintained the momentum. I'm clapping for myself. But now the essence of today's video is that's a bit of background. So today's video is something that happened 2 days ago. My husband came home. He said he was tired. He didn't even want to have dinner. He just wanted to go straight to bed. And in my mind, I have programmed that he's going to spend time with our daughter as I go and do my workout, my home workout. And you cannot argue with a person who says they're tired. And lo and behold, he just came home, showered, brushed his teeth, and boom, he went to bed. So I was just left there. At first I was mad, I was irritated. I was like, I even asked him, so I give up on my fitness goals? That's the question that I asked. And he was like, no, I just told you I'm tired, and even if I spend time with her, I will not be fully present for her. So I was like, okay, I wanted to react instead of respond. But then I looked at my daughter, and then I told myself, no, Jane, stop. So he went to bed. I was fine with that. And then I sitting down looking at my daughter and thinking, oh, how are we going to do this? Because right now the stage she's in, I'm not able to do any activities because she's super active. If I'm doing any leg raises or anything, she wants to play with me and all that. But then the huge realization that I got, able to get it done. The good thing is she slept. It's like she listened to me, she slept, and I was able to get the fitness done. But then when I was reflecting in that moment, something hit me. You see, this fitness goal is my goal, and it's not my husband's responsibility. His goal was to go to bed, and he prioritized his responsibility of going to bed. That was his goal. And whether I liked it or not, he had prioritized his responsibility. And it made me think about myself. Instead of reacting to how he responded to my situation, it made me realize that this fitness goal is my responsibility, and it is my job to ensure that I show up for me. And this again made me think about how many times we get mad at people, and especially in relationships, we are mad at people because they're not supporting us. You're not supportive enough. I didn't accomplish that goal because you didn't support me. But in the reality, the only support that we need is our own support. I need to support me to move from point A to point B. And me realizing that and telling myself that, I think I even made a TikTok something at that time. It was late at night, saying that my goal is my responsibility, so I need to own it and all that. But me realizing that, it shifted everything. I went to bed fulfilled. I went to bed happier. I went to bed not irritated. I went to bed not angry, because I had realized that this is my responsibility. This is my goal, and I should not expect other people to show up for me. If they show up, that is a bonus. If they show up, then I'm lucky to have people supporting me. So the message I have today is, think about the goals that you have. Maybe you've not even started yet because you're expecting other people to give you that push, or you're expecting other people to validate that goal. It's time that you start with you as the individual to validate your own goal. It's time that you start with you to accept that this is your goal, and if people come along, that is a bonus, that's an add-on. And once we shift that mindset from the community setup to individual setup, everything changes. I promise you, the next day my husband in the morning, he was trying to check the temperature, if I'm mad or anything, and I was happy, I was joyous. And he was like, "You're not mad?" I'm like, "No, I'm not mad. It's my goal, it's my responsibility." Even him, he smiled, because like, okay, I didn't expect that. So the thing I'm trying to say here, in order for us to avoid conflicts and misunderstandings, it could be in the workplace, it could be at home, start owning your goals. If you wanted to finish a certain task at work, stop expecting your colleagues to show up for you or to clap for you. You do your part. You do the goal that you wanted to get accomplished. And this reminds me something that my former boss used to say: "Jane, if you want something done, do it yourself." So if you want your goal to get accomplished, then it's high time that you put on the big girl or big boy's shoes and get started. Start taking those actions that you need in order to move forward with your goal. If it means you improvise, you go ahead and do that. If it means that whatever resources that you need, it's up to you to start sourcing for those resources, so that you can get proactive and stop blaming other people because you didn't accomplish your goal. So message of today is, look at your goals that you've not started. Why haven't you started? Or are you blaming other people for your goals? Scrap that and start telling yourself, this goal is my responsibility, and it is my job to ensure that I move from point A to point B, or it is my job that I ensure that I accomplish this goal. So until the next video, this is something for you to reflect on. This is something for you to ponder on. And I promise you that mindset shift is very powerful. Tried and tested by the mindset coach herself. And I can say that it is a powerful mindset shift. So until the next video, stay safe. If you've not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And I will be seeing you next video. Bye.